What's up, guys? It's Mama Deadhead and Athena here. She literally ran over as soon as I said my intro. Like, she already knows, guys. So, I want to talk to you guys about a special topic today. I had this come from Steve, aka Spock, from my line chat. If you guys want to add me on line chat, that is always in the description below my videos. I have my personal line chat and then my group line chat if you want to be a part of those. I talk about all kinds of things, but you can always request videos for me to make. And he wanted me to make a video on what 4 stars you shouldn't ascend. Now, of course, this is purely just my thoughts. You can always just, ascend them if you want to, but the way that I think about this is you shouldn't hop directly into 5 stars starting out. You need some room to grow. You need some time to get there. It took me like forever until I had my first 5-star in the game. It took me like 8 months. I want to say 8 months until I had a 5-star. So if you're just starting and you want a 6-star, just wait for it. It's not worth just completely killing your entire roster to get it. Just work up to the point, and eventually you'll get there. It'll take some time. It'll take a long time and some good old-fashioned hard work to put into it, but you'll get there. Now, me personally, I do keep some 4 stars. I keep a good amount of 4 stars. I know some people that have absolutely no 4 stars and have absolutely no problems, but I am not one of those people. If I did not have my 4 stars, there is some aspects of the game that I would just be hurting in pretty badly. One of them is scavenger missions. I don't want to send in, my A team to go to a scavenger mission. I want some people that I'm probably not going to use. So I keep some extra people just hanging over for a little bit, just in case I need them for a scavenger mission. Now, that being said, obviously one of the biggest things that I use my 4 stars in is the survival road. Now, I'm getting to a point where I'm getting more and more okay with using 5 stars, but there are still instances where I absolutely love and adore my 4 stars. And I wanted to show you guys one of those teams. So, it's this team right here. Now, this is my, zombie killing, can kill any zombie ever team, and I absolutely love it. As you can see on my weapons, I have crit on the top, crit on the bottom, which you can get with Slayer 1, I believe. It only takes like 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but definitely not a long time, and it increases your odds significantly, and it's a lot of help. So that's why I put it on there. I have Kelly, and she gives all alert teammates 36 crit. And if you are new starting out to the game watching this video, crit is what you need to kill zombies. You are absolutely not going to get anywhere on a zombie killing team without crit. I made that mistake when I first started. I was bringing in my A team, like Andrea and all these people that I got after a while. And I was like, why am I not killing zombies? Because I wasn't using crit. So I used this Denise. She is a 4-star. She has Guardian and she heals. I used her so I can get that extra hit in. Say if they are doing some good damage to me, they do get up close. I have the Guardian skill to protect me. Normally, I can get all of my people with a shield before the zombies actually come out to do anything. And then these 2 guys, Luke, he has neutralized, but it's not a huge thing in this particular situation because I use him for zombies. But as you can see, he's very fast, and he gives 40 crit for 2 turns. So with him being very fast, having 2, and then having this Connor, he isn't the fastest, but he has lifesteal, which means he is going to take back all the bleeding that bleeding zombies do to you. And he gives 35 crit for 3 turns. So I use him and I use my Lukes, and I never run out of crit. Most of the time, I want to say I always get headshots just because of the massive amount of crit that this team gives me. Now, is there 5 stars that give me the same amount of crit? Yes, there is. There are 5 stars that give crit. But you have to take into account that they're not always going to defeat every single team. Now, I would like to say that that team right there normally would get me through anything, but it'll die. So you have to have backup plans, unless you just have a massive amount of kits to burn, which you really should save those for later. Then you really need some backup. That's mostly what these 4 stars are for. This particular team I just use because it's easy to put together. I already have it together, and it just mows through zombies. Now, obviously, there's some people that give crit that are 5 stars. This guy gives 24 crit as a leader skill. Where is... Oh, I think he's down here. Kenny gives 36 crit to all ranged teammates, so he is an awesome addition. But what happens when those people die? There are situations that you get in with like 27 stun zombies when no team really is going to be able to, 100% kill every single person. So you need that backup team. There's obviously always going to be exceptions to the rule. I know that I have a really easy time using Michonne and her camouflage, but the backup teams are what is going to save you, or if you're just now growing. Now, I'm leaving certain people out of this that I'm keeping just to keep. Those people are people like the governor, because he's Prestige Edition. I'm keeping this Negan because he's Limited Edition. There's some of these people that I'm keeping purely from using them so much. I just can't, cut that tie with them because they were so necessary for me for the longest time. Those types of people are Zachary. I don't use him on Survival Road anymore. He's a very amazing toon. I used him up until I was ranked 50 in this region, so I got some really good use out of him. Shane, when I actually figured out what leader skills do and how important that they are, I used him for so long. I just can't get rid of him. I can't do it, guys. That being said, some of the more important people are going to be people that give crit. So I have this Denise. She gives 16 crit as a leader skill. I have this Sadiq. He gives 16 crit and a medium bonus to AP when attacking. So that's really, really useful, especially if you want some of your other crit people to go off. I have this guy right here. Was a lifesaver when I did not have good greens. He's a guardian, 68 AP. I still don't have his adrenaline rush maxed out just because the guardian is so useful. And he deals 400% damage and stun for 3 turns to one enemy. So people that deal stun are obviously of a greater value. Now, there's some people that I have in here just for scavenger missions. Like, I don't think I'm going to get rid of Maggie. I don't think I'm going to get rid of Beth. Plus, if I want to go in with a crit team, I might use Sadiq and 3 Abrahams and Beth. So things like that. I probably won't get rid of this Eugene. As you can see, he also gives crit. A low amount of crit, but if I need a backup for my backup, I use him. And, sometimes it happens. You also have to take into account, guys, some of the stages are specific to the persona. So I might need Peacekeeper, and obviously my Luke is a citizen, and my Connor is a soldier, and I can't use them. So then I'm going to need to use Eugene in that situation. So that's why I keep him around. Now, obviously people like this, I keep because of the event. People like this, keep because of the event. People like this, I really wish that her profession was listed because it was legitimate businesswoman. So it's not legitimate. I want her first place in my old faction, and I'm not going to get rid of her. She has Decapitate. She's still pretty useful on Survival Road for me. Let's see. Let me go down here. I only recently got Molly, guys. This is just a recent thing. I might get rid of her. I might not because I have plenty of crit now. But she is one of those that you should keep. All these teammates get 24 crit. So these crit toons are super, super important. I'm obviously keeping this guy because I don't know if they're going to do some event with him in the future. Not sure how that's going to go. Then there's some 3 stars. Yes, even 3 stars that I keep. And it's just for those specific situations. Like, there is this one specific zombie level where you can only use, I want to say like Peacekeeper and Rebel. And so I use this Michonne. She gives Camouflage to 3 teammates and 35 crit to 3 teammates. So she's also really useful to me sometimes. That being said, I'm never getting rid of this guy because of the Anniversary Edition. I used him for the longest time as well because he's a fantastic healer. But I don't use him as often these days. I'm never getting rid of the Tyrese, the Skybound Edition. I used him whenever I was growing my roster. Not going to get rid of my Prestige Edition Negan. People like that. Now, obviously, if you have multiples of these people, get rid of them. I know I'm probably going to get some comments. You don't need any 3 stars. You don't need any 4 stars. Clear it all out, Mama. Clear it all out and bring in more 5 stars. I just personally cannot do it. I love Survival Road. Right now, I am on 284. I quit for a while because I ran out of kits because I was using them in situations that I shouldn't have with the roster that I have. But the reason that I have gotten as far as I have, and the reason I have placed in a lot of the Survival Road tournaments, is because my roster is just really deep. It has many personas, it has many traits, it has everything that you really need for Survival Road. Now, if you don't do Survival Road, you don't like it, you're still, on like level 1, that's cool, get rid of it. I'm not saying that you have to keep these guys, but just me personally, I would hang on to them. And when I started, I know like Andrea was like all the rage, and the Blue Romanov was all the rage at the time. They were in the premiere whenever I started. But I hung in there. It took a long time. I think that I have a login streak of almost like 490 days, and that's because that's when they started Prestige. I know that I was still logging on every day before that, but I wouldn't have the roster that I have now if it wasn't for people like this 3-star Rick, this Michonne, this, especially like this Negan, and for that reason, I'm not going to get rid of them. And, for that reason, hoarding all of these tunes for the longest time has brought me success in other places. And like I said earlier, it's not just Survival Road. It's not just Survival Road. Like right now, I have this mission going on, and I think it was 16 hours. So I wanted people that I'm not going to use as often. This is also one of those people that I'm not getting rid of. Funny story. This was first place whenever I was in my old faction, a long time ago, guys. Long time ago. My husband's name is Tony. My favorite specialist skill is Neutralize, and I won it on my birthday. So how can I get rid of this guy? Can't. It's just not possible. So I did keep some of these people around just because, you never know when you're going to need them. And with all the territories, Survival Road, Scavenger Mission, Faction Assault, we still haven't done yet. You never know what you're going to need in the future. So if you have somebody that you're considering getting rid of, but you're not sure, you're like, you know what, I still use them every day on Survival Road, I would say keep it. It's not worth it to ascend and get, a 5th Marcus. Like, who needs a 5th Marcus? Nobody needs a 5th Marcus. Nobody needs a 5th anything, unless it's like a Shiva. In that case, see, yeah. Some of the premier characters, of course. But, you don't need duplicates. Like, the Heath that infuriates me to no end. I don't need as many as I have of him. I don't need it. So, that being said, guys, that's what I wanted to make for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there is some characters that you personally use on Survival Road, comment below. What do you use? Why do you use it? Are you going to keep it forever? If there are some characters that, you don't use them anymore, but you can't get rid of them just for the sentimental value, like me hoarding my characters for basically no reason other than sentimental value, drop a comment below. Tell me who it is and why. I mean, I can't imagine getting rid of some of these guys. This guy, I don't even use him on Survival World, guys, but I could never get rid of him just because I realized what leadership skills do and that I needed him in a leadership position. So, that being said, guys, that's going to be all for this video today. Going on 15 minutes now, so you guys actually watched this video. Thank you so much. And like always, guys, please like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I make a new video so you can be that first comment. Alright, guys. See you later. Bye.